Third bedroom. It's nice to have a third bedroom. A lot of houses that we've seen have only got 2 bedrooms upstairs, and this has got 3 decent-sized bedrooms. So of course we're hoping to get some visitors. Looks like I put some foam underlay under the carpet, but the foam has disintegrated over the years. If you look carefully, the floorboards are pretty terrible, which is why the builder was expecting that between upstairs and downstairs he could get enough decent timber to make one good set of flooring. So he'll do upstairs with the timber that he can salvage. Unfortunately, all the door frames and everything, they're just so battered, they're not really worth saving. The same for the doors, they look terrible. Builder says he really likes old doors, and he may end up taking a few. But I don't know if you can tell looking at this little video, but the steps are actually quite steep. So the idea is to make them less steep so that for an older person they'll be less dangerous. We're both young and fit now, but obviously we're going to get older as time goes by. I just want to make sure we've got the power's plugged in. I want to go down to the basement, and it may just be complete blackness, but we'll try our luck. Anyway, there's no light downstairs anymore. So let's head on down. This was obviously not intended as a habitable space. Very narrow steps, uneven, and indeed the last one is very wobbly and quite dangerous. Let's go very carefully here. Now, dirt floor. I can almost stand up, almost. So it's about being dug out by hand, we guess, to a depth of about 6 feet. In the gloom here you can perhaps see the hot water heater and the so-called boiler, which is the water heater that provides the radiant heaters with their supply of hot water. The electrical switch box, if you can see that at all, that's actually fairly new, 1990 or something. But it's going to need to be upgraded anyway with the air conditioning and so forth. We'll need more power coming in. There's a sump pump down here, and it is to try and get rid of any water that's accumulated and shoves it outside. Although it goes out through that little vent window over there. Now eventually that is going to be a big window for an emergency exit. This whole space is going to be dug out to be a full basement, and by the time we're done, it won't actually be a rentable space, but it'll be set up with all the piping to make it a independent living space. So let's see if I can see anything there. Incidentally, you can see here where that little light bulb and stuff is. That looks like it was the original foundation, the bottom of the original foundation. So someone has underpinned those foundations at some point down to an extra few feet, but the builder's going to be digging down to make a 7'6" high ceiling, and the whole process of underpinning is quite a complicated one. Let's go outside. So it's going to be blurry while we do this. All these locks. Incidentally, so the original door handle, I guess, was this one. We've got various modern appendages. Now I've got a security door, which unfortunately I paid someone $150 to drill a hole in that lock so I could open it. The previous the real estate agent didn't give us a key for the back door. Just going to back down the steps so I can see the back of the house. The brickwork is in truly terrible condition. We need to have the whole house sort of looked at, but this is really the worst of it. Look at that, it's maybe 1.5 inches, 5 centimeters depth worth of mortar is come out. At some point someone's put stucco on it as a cheap and nasty solution to keeping the wall intact. The porch roof has seen better days, as indeed the floor has seen better days. It's going to have to be ripped out completely. And indeed the entrance to the basement is going to be somewhere where that recycle bin is. Fence is pretty bad. Oh, incidentally, there's a school across the road. It's quite a magnificent building, isn't it? It's even more impressive from the front. They've got a sort of tower swinging around the old oil tank that provides fuel for the boiler to provide the heating. It would have cost a packet to fill that up, wouldn't it? Now, we've got a garage. It's unusual in this part of town, Capitol Hill. Windows have been covered over, and vine is covered over the windows. And I've got a door to the garage. I'm going to have to trim some of that vine back. We had a tree overhanging the garage, and it was actually pushing over the wall of the garage, so we had a tree guy out Monday this last week, and he chopped that down. You could see all the sawdust. I'm just going to step back and before we conclude, I'll show you the back of the house at a bit more distance. So that's the lower level, and you can see the stucco on the upper level has stayed there. And I mentioned there was a chimney in the kitchen. There it is. So that's about the tour. Thanks for watching.